Hi everyone, I'm Shep.
And I'm Brittany.
And this is the Super Amazing Show.
Each week we bring you a tip or idea to help you create super amazing customer experiences. Shep, what are we talking about today?
So last week we talked a little bit about the Get to Know Your Customer Day. Again, there's 4 of them a year. And I think let's focus now on employees because as I said earlier in this series, what's happening on the inside of an organization is felt on the outside by customers. So I want to start with this idea I have called the employee hierarchy of needs. It's a model that I created off of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I wrote an article or two about it. And it's like a pyramid. And at the base of the pyramid, there's a bottom line need and expectation that every employee has when they come to work at your company, and that is
money.
Money, yes. Because that's why they come to work, right?
That's a big part of it.
Right.
But what we want to do is elevate it from just a paycheck to a passion or maybe even a purpose, because we know that an apathetic employee is going to create apathetic customers. So how do we do that? How do we take them up the pyramid?
And good point, but I also want to add that if they are only working for the paycheck, that probably is an attitude of apathy because they don't care where they work.
Right.
The moment somebody offers them a few shekels more than what they're getting, guess what happens?
Well, I got to see how much a shekel is going for these days.
I know, but whatever it is, a little bit of it. That was just a metaphor.
Oh, that's not a new digital currency.
No,
I don't
as soon as they get a little crypto offer, a little bit more. No, seriously, right. A little bit more money, and they're gone. They're gone
because it's just a paycheck. So we've got to elevate it up to a higher purpose.
That's right. So I want you to think about what leads up to the tip of the pyramid, and some of the things that are in there are they like where they work, they like the culture, they like who they work with and who they work for. If they have a boss, a supervisor, a manager, a leader, whatever, then you also want to give them opportunities to exploit their unique talents. If they have something they're really good at, is there a way to put that into the job? For example, somebody may speak a foreign language, and every once in a while you get a customer who speaks that language. Hey, I know exactly. Let's talk to Brittany. She speaks, fluent whatever, and that person feels really good about it. They also need to feel appreciated. Appreciation is so important, and we've talked about employee appreciation. We also want them to know there's opportunity. If they think there's room for growth and you're teaching them and training them, they will love working with you. And finally, we're leading up to the very tip, because that is where they feel very fulfilled. Fulfillment is where you want your employees to be in the job that they have with you.
And the same way that we said you've got to ask your customers what they need, ask them what's going to make things better, ask your employees. Say, if you could wave a magic wand and change one thing about your job, what would it be?
That's a great question.
If there was one thing we're working toward,
and that's a great question in the interview as well, because that way you can start to know, where do I want to put this person and what do I want them to eventually be doing with our organization?
You never want your employees to feel like just another number. So your challenge this week is to learn one thing about an employee that honestly you probably couldn't tell me a lot about who they are or what they're passionate about when you're watching this video right now. Get to know your team. The ROI will always, always be there if you can move them up that pyramid.
Right. So once you know it, then exploit it. Let them use it somehow, some way in their day-to-day responsibilities. All right. We'll see you next week. Yes?
For another super amazing show.
I can't wait.